Hello everybody, Skax here and welcome to another video. We're going to be talking about the Arsenal versus Stoke game that ended just moments ago with Arsenal running out 3-0 winners in the game. To be honest, it was a pretty dull and abject performance, especially in the first half. I mean, that was absolutely woeful and I was honestly falling asleep. Stoke had a few chances in the first half as well to get really their foothold in the game and maybe even net a goal for themselves. They really were, and they really are, shaqiri FC when you look at it on paper and when you actually see them performing in games. You can see he's clearly the one with the most quality in the team, but we did overcome it and we got there in the second half finally after what was a very abject and a very weird performance. It's almost as if we really cannot be bothered with the Premier League, and I kind of understand the players' mindset in the way that they're not really focusing 100% and they're not really putting in the performances in the Premier League because we're not really going to finish any higher than we currently are in the table. So it's just about holding and consolidating the spot that we do have at the moment and then just putting all of our effort into the Europa League. That is the only thing that's going to get us in the Champions League next season. So I understand it from that perspective, but what I don't understand is the fans who are coming to watch that game, although there's loads of gaps in the stadium at the moment because everyone knows we're just playing for the Europa League. It's not fair on the fans like me, like everyone who watches the game on TV and everyone who goes and pays to watch Arsenal as a football club every week. It's not fair on them who make the journey. We're just not putting in the performances at the moment in the Premier League. I know I'm saying that after us winning today 3-0 and then winning 3-0 against Watford in our last one, but there's been something missing from the performances psychologically, more than physically. They've put in the physical effort by showing up, by being there, by playing in the match, but mentally there hasn't been that killer edge. I mean, we did get a huge boost today by getting the penalty, which was dubious. I mean, a little contentious when Ozil did go down. He did kick the player. I shouted, I thought it was a penalty at the time, but after seeing the replay, he did kind of kick the penalty. So there's kick Bruno Martins Indy for the penalty and he goes down. So there's a case for a contentious penalty decision, shall I say. I mean, there's debate whether it was, whether it wasn't. It was kind of soft, but it was given and it gave us the boost we needed to get the second goal, which was a very good finish from Aubameyang. I was so happy he managed to get that in after some very annoying and backs to the wall defending by Stoke. They didn't really play especially well, Stoke. I mean, any better team in this match would have put us away. They really would have in the first half. They would have punished us for how abject we were in our performance in the first half, but we did get lucky. We got the penalty. Aubameyang got the second goal, and the third one, I think it's a nailed-on penalty. He was bundled over. Anywhere on the pitch, that would have been a free kick. So, in my opinion, it's a definite penalty, the second one. And surprisingly, Aubameyang gave the penalty to Lacazette, it seems. So, to give him some confidence, to get him on the score sheet, and he put away his hat-trick. He gave up on his hat-trick to give Lacazette that goal. So I think that's a good team display. Most strikers will not agree with that. They'll say that Aubameyang should have went for the hat-trick and should have went for that penalty to take it himself. But in my opinion, it's nice. It's team spirit. Is getting a striker who's been out for a while back on the score sheet and give him some confidence as well. And I think Lacazette played well. When he came on, he played really well. A lot of good forward runs from him, and Xhaka really steadied that midfield. I noticed that as soon as he came on, he really sort of calmed everything down, slowed everything down, which Elneny is quite good in, like the rampaging factor that he has. Like in that midfield, he doesn't stop running. He just basically bundles everyone over, but it doesn't create that ease and that calmness that you need when you're trying to attack a team and they go on to counter-attack the opposing team. So Xhaka really does that. I think that's why he's had a few really good performances lately, because he just assures everyone in the team. He just calms everything down, slows everything down, and basically just says, no need to worry, I've got this. You guys up top just go ahead and put in the performance up there, win us the game. I'll just sit back, I'll just calm everything down and not cause too many problems from my own back, basically. So it's a really good performance in the second half, getting us the points that we did need. But the first half was one of the worst I've seen this season, to be honest. They just did not look like they wanted to be there. And as I said, any better team would have punished that and would have punished us. So it's a good result in the end, 3-0, but it was kind of biased. It never really should have been 3-0, the result, because Stoke did play half decent. And Crouch was worrying me when he came on, because they showed the stat where he'd scored the most goals against the Premier League team was us. So I was kind of worried when he came on, won a few headers and caused a problem towards the end of the game where he nodded it down and almost assisted with a goal. But it is 3-0. We focus on Thursday, all of our attention on the Europa League now. And I'm just thankful the match is over and we get the 3 points that we don't really need, but just to keep us in and consolidate that spot we do have in the Premier League and not let Burnley and Leicester overtake us. So good performance, professional in the second half. Very bad first half. Don't know what they were doing, but I understand mentally why they weren't there in the first half after an international break, and they're focusing on Thursday. But still, really poor first half, really good second half. I'm basically ending it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Skax. You guys have been awesome. We roll on to Thursday with a win, and hopefully we can do our fans proud and do the team proud on Thursday against CSKA and really give us a good standing going into the second leg away from home. So I'll see you all very, very soon, probably in the next few days, maybe even on Thursday with the CSKA Moscow game. I've been Skax. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you all then.